It's time for anime review. Ding! It's time for the review of I Can't Understand What My Husband Is Saying. Like, comment, and subscribe. In this anime, we will discover, though they can be any more different, love has managed to blossom between Hajime Tsunji, a hardcore otaku who shuts himself in at home while making a living off his blog, and his wife, Koro, a hard-working office lady who, in contrast, is fairly ordinary, somewhat of a crazy drunk. And as these unlikely couple discover love is much more than just a first kiss or a wedding, the years that come afterwards and a journey of marriage bring with it many joys as well as challenges. Whether due to their quirky personalities or the peculiar people surrounding them, Hajime and Kuro find themselves caught up in a variety of baffling and ridiculous antics. But despite the struggle they face, the love that ties them together spurs them to move forward and strive to become better people in order to bring their partners happiness. This anime has about 13 episodes. It has a second season. It premiered October 3rd, 2014 to December 26th, 2014, based on a 4-panel manga series. Each episode is 3 minutes per episode, rated PG-13, and is a slice of life, comedy, romance, and seinen. One thing that I like about this anime, it has 2 seasons, but the plot is straight and simple and not complicated at all. You know, the whole title, I can understand what my husband is saying. It's like you have 2 different people from the 2 different types of spectrum. One who's a taku, one's like a normal business lady type deal, and they get married as a couple, and it just goes out through the 3 to 4 minute increments showing their lovely marriage life together. There is a lot of humor in there. It's very enjoyable to say. It's very entertaining to at least, especially with their friends who are the supporting cast in this anime. And overall, the intro others are very good. I wasn't expecting to love this anime as much as I did, in particular because of the increments being 3 to 4 minutes per episode. But I'm glad that for the season 2 so it continues on to the where they left off in the first season and watch them grow as a couple. And you think marriage life, you survive that 1 year marriage. That's the make or break point. But it's kind of different in this way because you show how 2 people who don't seem to have any similar interests at all end up being a couple, and they sort of show their significant other what their lifestyle is, and vice versa, in the most sweet, wholesome way and humorous way as well. There is literally there's no plot holes. The plot's very simple because you the otaku husband who doesn't like to deal with conflict sometimes, and then you have the very business oriented office lady that she is, and as I said in my summary, she's quite an interesting drunk, a very interesting drunk. Uh, Along with her friends and her family who also she visits on a daily occasion, and vice versa with her husband's family as well. I also feel like with this series, even though it is very short, it does a good way of, giving us the most accurate character development for all the characters and seeing them grow as individuals themselves with their personality and unique traits, especially on the husband's side where, he deals with his brother. And I think that was meant to I guess, a way to, what's the word I'm looking for? Not really. Well, they gender his brother, but you'll see what I'm talking about. And then also his brother's unique interest in boy love between him and his brother. It's making a parody on the taco type genre, and other aspects of it. I feel like with the amount of comedy in there, you can see the high moments outweigh the light in the show, and also see the main character's past, in the relationship. I think as the show progresses more and more, you see the 2 come closer and closer as a couple as they share stories of how they became a couple and the dates they went on, and now integrating into their marriage life and their friends into their marriage. I think it's a very good sign of oh, what would happen if an extrovert introvert got in a relationship, how would that pan out per se? It's oh, how would a non-anime person react to a person who's fully into anime? I think also this series is a good lighthearted way to see oh, about in a relationship, how would that turn out if we were just 2 different beings, which is always true unless you have 2 different personalities, 2 different interests, 2 different hobbies. And it's not a bad thing. I think also it just shows the joys of marriage life and what they go through, especially in Japan. I thought was very cute, especially in season 2. It develops more into that, the more progression of the marriage couple and how they adapt to new changes, which I like a lot. And the more it is a more adaptation to the adult scene, not to teenagers or children, which is not for them. That's why it's rated PG-13 for older audience, because there's a lot of adult jokes and comments and things that it would go over the kid's head, kind of. But overall, it's a good series. I did laugh a lot, and I did enjoy the protagonists, the two main couple, especially the marriage couple, how they, deal with challenges along the way, how they overcome it together, and they start to grow as a couple. And you can see that both of them bring out the best sides to each other, which I really enjoy a lot. I would literally give this anime a 7.5 out of 10. I really enjoyed this season, and as well as the second season, which I love to the fullest. I wish there was a third season, but sadly there's not. But between the two seasons and overall them being 3 to 4 minutes, I think it ends the series on a good note, especially containing in the second season where they end up in life. And also, if you probably want more action, you can probably finish reading it in the manga series, because there's a manga for it, which I will probably read because I thoroughly enjoy it, and I love the antics that all the characters get into, and it just gives us that little window into marriage life and what to look forward to when we do eventually get married. If not, it's fine. But I do enjoy like the antics that this anime did show between two different couples who evolve over time with their spouse, and learn to grow as a couple. And that's the main thing I feel like that the anime is trying to show in their message here, which I thoroughly enjoy and hope you will as well. Because I really the series, because I'm like, oh, it's interesting because I can't understand what my husband is saying. In Norway, some of the tile does change. Like, I can't understand what my Japanese husband is saying, or I can't understand what my Japanese otaku husband is saying. So, if you enjoy this series, let me know. Like, I had a good time, crying, laughing, and just be like, oh, the jokes, but in a good way. If that makes sense to y'all. But definitely check out I Can't Understand What My Japanese Husband Is Saying, and let me know what y'all think. Thanks for tuning in this review. Give this big video a big thumbs up. Let me know that you like it. And don't forget to comment down below in the comment section what anime you want me to watch and review next. I love getting suggestions from you guys. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content and more videos. And I will see you soon. Bye.